Ever heard of a man who can lift 5 tons? Well, strap in folks, you're in for a wild ride. Meet David Allegroni, the internet's favorite fitness enigma, and the man behind some of the most bewildering claims to ever grace the YouTube fitness community. Picture this, a perpetually shirtless man, muscles rippling, always in shorts to show off his chiseled calves, and making claims that would make Hercules himself raise an eyebrow. David, the self-proclaimed superhuman, asserts that he can lift an astonishing 5 tons. That's right, folks, 5 tons. That's like lifting an adult African elephant with a grand piano on its back. And if that wasn't enough to leave your jaw on the floor, David also claims to run for hours at full speed without breaking a sweat. He's not just talking about a leisurely jog in the park, oh no, he's talking full-on Olympic sprinter-level speed for hours on end. And the best part, according to David, his super speed has won him several marathons. In fact, he's supposedly so unbeatable that he's been banned from all marathons for being just too good. Yes, you heard it right. Banned for winning too much. It's like telling Usain Bolt to slow down or telling Michael Phelps to stop swimming so fast. But of course, David's outlandish claims don't stop at his physical prowess. He's got some pretty wild anecdotes about his life too, but we'll get to those in a bit. In the meantime, let's just marinate in the sheer absurdity of David's fitness claims. Because let's face it, they're nothing short of hilarious. Whether or not you believe him, you can't deny that David Allegroni is a character. He's the gift that keeps on giving, the man who lifts elephants, the marathon machine, well, you get the idea. And believe it or not, this is just the tip of the Allegroni iceberg. But wait, there's more! Ever met a man banned from marathons for winning too much? No? Well, let me introduce you to David Allegroni, the man who claims to be exactly that. According to his own words, he has been winning marathons left, right, and center to the extent where the marathon community had to ban him. He kept winning, you see. Apparently, David could run for hours at full speed without even breaking a sweat. Now that's a superpower I wouldn't mind having if I didn't love my couch so much. But let's put on our thinking caps for a moment. If David was indeed such a marathon phenom, wouldn't we have heard about him in the sports news, or seen him on a Wheaties box? But alas, such evidence remains elusive. Does it make his claim any less entertaining though? Absolutely not. And folks, if marathons weren't enough, this man claims to be a pizza annihilator of the highest order. Picture this, 12 pizzas, each one a cheesy, saucy delight, and David Allegroni, the unstoppable eating machine. According to our hero, he devoured all 12 in a mere 2 minutes. That's right, 2 minutes. That's less time than it takes to decide what toppings you want on your pizza. Now I don't know about you, but I'm getting heartburn just thinking about it. It's a feat that would make even the most seasoned competitive eaters raise an eyebrow. But hey, who are we to question the tales of David, the marathon man and pizza destroyer? So, let's raise a slice to David Allegroni, the man of many talents, or should we say the man of many tales. His stories, as outrageous as they may be, surely add a dash of spice to the mundane. And if you think that's crazy, you haven't heard anything yet. From marathon winner to crime-fighting cop, David's tales keep getting taller. Now if you thought running marathons at full speed for hours was a stretch, fasten your seatbelts. We're about to take off on a flight of fancy that would make even the most seasoned storyteller blush. David Allegroni, our shirtless wonder, once claimed he was a police officer. Not just any beat cop, mind you, but a one-man crime-busting machine. According to David, he single-handedly cleaned up his small hometown in Hungary. Now, how many dangerous gangs can there be in one small town, you might ask? Well, in David's world, enough to keep him busy when he wasn't breaking marathon records or inhaling pizzas. But let's not stop there. No, David's tales of daring-do didn't end with his stint as a crime-fighting cop. As a 6-year-old, our pal David claimed to have hacked a plane. Yes, you heard it right. Long before he was bench pressing 5 tons or running marathons at full speed, David was apparently a child prodigy in the world of cybercrime. Picture this, a 6-year-old David, fresh from kindergarten, sitting down at his computer, hacking into a plane's control system, and flying it to a pickle fest in Germany. A pickle fest, folks. It seems our David not only had a penchant for absurdity, but also a peculiar taste for pickles. This is the kind of story that would make even the most imaginative 6-year-old go, "Wait, what?" The humor and absurdity of David's claims are as clear as the muscles on his perpetually shirtless torso. They stretch the bounds of believability, teetering on the edge of outright fantasy. But in the world of David Allegroni, they're just another day in the life of a marathon-running, pizza-eating, crime-fighting, plane-hacking Superman. And as his tales grow taller, so does his following. It seems the more unbelievable the story, the more people want to hear. So stay tuned, because David Allegroni's wild ride is far from over. Fame often follows the outrageous, and David is no exception. Now, the realm of YouTube is no stranger to characters who defy the norms, but our David Allegroni, he takes the cake, eats it, squats it, and then runs a marathon with it. As his outlandish claims grew in number, so did his follower count. It seemed like people couldn't get enough of his wild tales and superhuman feats. From the depths of the YouTube community, reaction videos started to emerge. Other YouTubers, bewildered and amused, would sit and react to David's videos, their faces a priceless mix of shock, disbelief, and laughter. Remember the time when he claimed he could outrun a cheetah? Or when he said he could do 1,000 push-ups in under a minute? Well, let's just say those reactions were pure gold. But amidst the hilarity and the humor, there was a divided camp. Comments on David's videos were a mixed bag of nuts. Some viewers hailed him as a modern Hercules, a demigod walking among us mortals who could do no wrong. They hung on to his every word, praising his strength, his speed, his insatiable appetite for pizzas. Then, there were the skeptics, the ones who couldn't fathom that a 19-year-old could make such claims with a straight face. They questioned his stories, his claims, and his physics-defying feats, but even they couldn't resist the allure of his videos, returning time and again for their dose of David's tall tales. And what about David himself? Well, he reveled in the attention, basking in the glow of his growing fame. Each new subscriber, each new comment, each new reaction video, they all fueled his enthusiasm. He was the star of his own show, the hero of his own tale, and he was loving every minute of it. And as David's fame grows, so do the questions: is he for real or is he pulling our leg? As we delve deeper into the world of David Allegroni, we can't help but wonder, is this fitness fanatic the real deal or just a master of tall tales? Only time will tell. David Allegroni, a fitness guru or a master of tall tales? Welcome back to our bizarre journey through the life and times of David Allegroni. If you're just joining us, buckle up because it's a wild ride. We've covered the outrageous claims of strength, speed, and endurance from our shirtless wonder. We've marveled at his tales of marathon victories and pizza-eating prowess. We've been left speechless by his stories of crime fighting and plane hacking at the tender age of 6. All this from a 19-year-old fitness YouTuber from Hungary. It's a narrative that straddles the line between ludicrous and hilarious. The absurdity of his tales is only matched by the fervor and diversity of his growing fanbase. Some followers worship him as a god, accepting his claims without question. Others are left scratching their heads, bemused by the audacious claims of this young man, and yet the absurdity presses on. Each new video from David is a fresh chapter in the book of unbelievable feats. It's like a soap opera where the scriptwriters have been given free rein to run amok with their wildest fantasies. And just like a soap opera, we can't look away. We're hooked on the spectacle, eagerly awaiting the next episode. What makes this all the more entertaining is the reactions of other YouTubers. Their commentary and reaction videos add another layer of humor to the saga. Whether they're mocking, praising, or simply flabbergasted, their reactions are the cherry on top of this absurdity sundae. So, where does this leave our marathon-running, pizza-eating, crime-stopping, plane-hacking fitness guru? Well, his fame continues to grow, and with it, the absurdity of his claims. But it's not about whether we believe him or not. It's about the journey, the laughs, and the sheer audacity of it all. So, what's next for our marathon-running, pizza-eating, crime-stopping, plane-hacking fitness guru? Only time will tell.